Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia. This afternoon at the Terror Dome, where the Virginia Tech Hokies will touch that Hokie stone and get ready for another season in Lane Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators
right now
kick it away to start us off.
Hey, man.
No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity.
This is my first game, and this nigga already got wear and tear. I hate these niggas.
Same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint.
Like, that's his first catch.
When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
He'll pitch it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Looking for a huge play. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, you love to see this offensively.
Last year, we ain't have no actual wide receivers out there.
Down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. They'll try the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive, And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Shit, this nigga fast.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
No, that's
this crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's McConnell. Fires to the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
About tired of this league, ain't it?
A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Nah, that's a fact.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
And it ain't no reason to have a schedule set up.
Inside his own 5.
Chat, if you don't
space to be found. Good hustle
put everybody's schedule in, just do what you want with the schedule.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Oh, yeah,
to say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Slips through the line. Oh, left him grasping for air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can
put 2
and help
clock
out
on
the
too.
offense. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the deep.
Just plowing down the field. He's up to 47 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back. Smashes through. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's McConnell. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
What the fuck?
Trying to beat the D deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick,
Yeah,
but the
ever play
great
in the
return to
foot.
give the offense tremendous field position.
Listen, you're trying to create a spark. I get it. I want to run these every so often, and I practice these in practice. And by God, if I practice them, I'm going to use them and try to take a shot. It didn't work, but I do like the play call on the offense.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The give to the left. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McConnell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that's a live ball. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Off.
Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's McConnell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They cool on football
today. And here comes
today.
the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using his legs to buy some time. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will boot it away to start the 2nd half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking for room at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They'll try to pop the draw.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They go right back to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking to throw, it's McConnell. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the 1st down pretty easily. Now
got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Oh, he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Throwing right. He's got it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Now on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Fucking throw it way over there.
Make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Oh, yeah, he just let the computer do that shit.
Running to the left. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Back to pass, it's McConnell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting it at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
I was on the cornerback who was checking the wide receiver. But I had him doubled anyway, so at least the safety had went over there.
I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get...
Touchdown, Florida! And the comeback is on.
Yeah, you had threw it to him on the last play. He was open.
To read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here's the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilkins. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials
just got to the line.
When the coach accepts it, they will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup.
Glad you only need 1 foot.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down.
Oh.
You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
That is just a sideline.
I stopped. I thought he was sacked. I was just there. I thought he was sacked.
Stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth
I had
quarter.
stopped.
At home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense.
I just knew the play was over.
2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
Why do they keep doing that?
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. On the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, going up top. Floating away. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted.
He was supposed to use the playmaker. He did that shit on the tight end.
Fourth down. And the Hokies will call on their punt team.
Oh, wow.
This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
I was expecting a
He's
second.
able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
Tackled immediately after the catch. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's McConnell. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
We try.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
Yep.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo is just crushing it out there right now. Almost reminds me of Bills Mafia at a tailgate. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week,